The Democratic National Convention kicked off last night. That was day one of 4 days. Of course, this is virtually, and the theme around the convention centers around unity, according to the Democrats, but Republicans are saying it's revolving around just blaming President Trump for everything. Here's One America's Rion.
While the coherence of the Democratic Party's 2020 virtual convention is debatable, there was one message utterly lacking in diversity. That is, to the DNC, President Trump is the singular cause for every woe and struggle we now face.
He died alone in the ICU with a nurse holding his hand. My dad was a healthy 65-year-old. His only pre-existing condition was trusting Donald Trump.
Trump's negligence has exacerbated the economic crisis.
White House trade advisor Peter Navarro tells One America News the DNC's strategy to blame Trump is one that hopes the American people are not paying attention.
What we have is Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and the Democratic Party making a really big bet right now on running against Donald Trump on one thing. It's not policy. It's on trying to blame Donald J. Trump wrongly for a pandemic caused by a virus imported from communist China. That's their whole strategy. It's the blame Trump game.
Among the notable speakers from day one of the DNC were former First Lady Michelle Obama, who acknowledged Biden was not a perfect candidate, while arguing Trump was the wrong man to occupy the White House. Governor of New York, Chris Cuomo, went one further, seeming to place blame on Europe for the virus as well.
The European virus infected the Northeast while the White House was still fixated on China.
Policies that lack the mettle that Trump's policies have held, especially in response to the virus.
One of the tools that they're using in order to blame Trump is this false claim that President Trump has not used the Defense Production Act. Now, Joe Biden thinks we haven't even used it. He's been saying this from his basement many times.
The Defense Production Act has been enacted a historic 78 times under President Trump in order to push American manufacturers to produce resources in the war on coronavirus, producing supplies America once dangerously relied on foreign powers for.
One of the most important uses of the DPA is not to make the vaccine itself, but rather to make sure we have the manufacturing capacity for the needles, the vials, the syringes, the delivery system for the American people when it comes time, and we hope it's soon, to deliver 300 to 500 million doses of that vaccine across the heartland of America.
Navarro says the Democrats and their convention will work hard to ignore these accomplishments, but the documentation and facts are undeniable. This White House has tangible policies to answer for in its war on COVID-19 and China. Rion, One America News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.